This should be where Kokomi said to meet her. Do you still remember this place? Paimon remembers we came by here last time. That was back when you did your stint as captain of Swordfish too. Things on the island must have changed a lot.
If the enemy outnumbers you, seek their weakness and exploit it. If you outnumber the enemy, marauders on the waterfront are supplied by sea.
General Goro, sir, do you have a verdict?
More or less. From the directives left behind by Her Excellency, we can surmise that if a Tui ship is moored nearby, we could split into 2 teams. One to draw their attention, and the other to circle around. Then again, Madame Kokomi made clear that...
Sir, shall I send for reinforcements?
I doubt there's time. Based on their movements, Her Excellency's directives also stipulate that...
Sir, we're just gonna stand by and watch them leave?
Her Excellency's directives also state...
Hey, Goro! What are you guys up to?
Captain, you've returned to Watatsumi Island.
That's great! Her Excellency's directives are as reliable as ever. Recently, the remnants of the Fatui forces have been unfortunately, we don't have the manpower to split into 2...
Hard to say no when it's the Fatui. Whatever they're...
Good. There's not a moment to lose. Watch yourselves.
Seems like the resistance...
Lightning flash! Clouds high. The birds call!
I will end you.
Bond is strong!
Let's end this quickly!
One with nature.
Let's move!
Take this! Thunderclap! Into the wind. Fallen leaves adorn my here! Cyclone!
Comrades! They've set the ship on fire! An arson attack! Curse them! They leave us no choice but to attack! Comrades, let's make them regret it! There's no excuse for slacking!
Take this!
Our bond is strong!
Wind strike! Bellowing thunder!
Out of my way!
This is bad! Finished.
We were lucky to have you here. We'd have no way to prevent...
What's that you're holding? Is it the directives from Kokomi? Let Paimon see! Oh, wow!
Yeah. Well, no, not all of them.
Are you serious?
Her Excellency always plans for every scenario. Plus, these are her general operational directives, which are more comprehensive. Still, we're fortunate to have them. They may...
Oh, understanding
Captain, are you back on Watatsumi Island to lead Swordfish 2 again? Her Excellency says that now is a time of peace, and that we should... About half of us are still organized. Of course, not everyone's happy.
The spirit of the resistance is... Anyway, we're here because...
I believe Her Excellency is currently at... There were reports of a possible disturbance over there. We should probably get going ourselves. And, also, I'm sensing a growing unease among them, but I don't know what's causing it. They won't say. They used to tell me all their concerns, but whatever this is, they're keeping it hidden.
Sounds good! Paimon was just ready when you are!
Wait, aren't you Captain of Swordfish too? Oh, it is you! Oh, you have our gratitude. Watatsumi Island, I wasn't with Swordfish 2, but I did see you in Tatarasuna. Oh, you really gave it to those shogunate samurai in the fight of honor. Is there anything you need from me? I'm at your service. On edge, you say? In fairness, the battle isn't long over, and, well, perhaps it isn't quite over for them. You know what I mean? Every single person looked death in the face that day. The victory's declared, and all of a sudden, the fighting's over. But people can't just snap back into normal life again. I don't know what else it could be, but what I do know is that as long as her, and all the more so now that you're back, seriously, if there's...
What a nice guy.
Don't I know you? I've definitely seen you somewhere before. Can't place you, but I'm guessing you're not with the Shogun's army. Unsettled? Unsettled how? I haven't noticed anything. Not that I would, necessarily. I keep to myself, mostly. They're all too rowdy for me. We're at peace now, finally, and I, for one, intend to make the most of it. My life right now is about two things and two things only. The sun and the sea breeze. Sorry that I can't be more help to you.
Huh. Seems he's about to fall asleep.
Ugh, I don't understand what Her Excellency is thinking. I mean, peace talks? Give me a...
Exactly. Everyone knows you can't trust the Tenryou Commission. I heard they've been secretly coordinating with...
Wait, for real? You're sure of this?
Positive. Some of our guys had a run-in with a few Fatui. They caught them conspiring together firsthand.
I knew it! The Tenryou Commission are a bunch of crooks. They'll never change. Honestly, it's kind of naive for Her Excellency to take them at their word, isn't it?
Shh! Keep your voice...
Hey there! What you talking?
Captain, you're back! Do you think we should tell the captain about what we were...
No, let's not mention it. He's one of our closest advisors. For all we know, the peace talks could have been his idea.
I'm sure the captain would see where we're coming from. Welcome back to Watatsumi Island, Captain. Nothing to report here.
Her Excellency should be in the village at present. Head straight over if you wish.
Paimon definitely did...
Admit it! We know you've been secretly I knew something was off about a Tenryou Commission merchant doing business.
I'm innocent! Ha! You're as guilty as they come. You never should have been allowed to set foot on this island. Take him away!
Wait! Kokomi! There! Something's going down over...
Your Excellency! This merchant is suspected of criminal activity. Our surveillance shows that in his whole time here, he has made numerous purchases, but no sales. And yet he has no stock in his possession. We believe it's highly probable that he has been
I haven't!
That will do. Let's not let ourselves get too worked up here, shall we? Matsuda, Uchimura, I understand that you're concerned, but before we make any decisions over whether this merchant is guilty or not, if he's guilty, of course, there will be consequences. But if he's innocent, excuse me, sir. As you know, my subordinates have some concerns surrounding your commercial activity here. Perhaps you could explain your side of the story to help me reach a verdict.
Of course, I can explain everything. I'm a trader on the island. So naturally, I built up some inventory. I was planning to hold off on selling until the... but then I was robbed by the Fatui. They took everything. Now, you think about that. First, I lose all my inventory, then I get...
And why should we believe you? So what? That doesn't prove they took his... And even if they did, it'll...
What? The Tenryou Commissioner... I suppose it is true. What's that got to do with me?
What, the Tenryou Commission start colluding with the Fatui after the fighting's already finished? We met a representative of the Kujo clan recently. It doesn't seem like he'd have the time to be But on the way over here, we accidentally
It has been brought to my attention. We are scheduled to begin peace talks with the Tenryou Commission soon. The Kamisato clan has arranged Kujo-Sara and I will be accompanied by our guards. We will use but just as arrangements for the peace talks began to fall into... If that's the case, then the peace talks are likely... Sir, Are you quite certain that you're...
Yes, it's the truth. I swear. They stole my goods and then...
Very well. The potential ramifications of this, however, if we find evidence to corroborate the claims of collusion between the...
Yes, of course.
Matsuda?
Well received, Your Excellency.
Good. Now, Traveler, Captain of Swordfish Platoon Section 2, would you join me in the investigation? Good. I also have a few new things.
If we do find the merchant's good... Whatever's going on between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission, we need to get to the bottom of it.
This must be the Fatui camp that the merchant was talking about. From the looks of it, it used to be a Hilichurl camp. Who...
looks...
Not by brute force, that's for sure. But that's not a problem. The terrain here gives us an advantage. Our enemy is in the light, while we are in the shadows. Strategically, we have the upper hand. Option 1. Take the king, and it's checkmate. The Fatui's presence in Inazuma is weak at present. Nothing more than a few scattered remnants. If we strike from above and take down their leader first, the rest of them will be hard. Option 2. Hit them where it hurts. If we manage to they'd be caught completely. Option 3. Use the environment against them. We're close to the sea here, so the air is very humid. I can gather the water.
Wow,
That will depend on our assessment of a surprise attack from the air is the quickest solution. With an explosion, we could rapidly reduce their numbers. If we decide to take advantage of the environment, we should be prepared for... There's the swordfish captain I know. It's decided then. Let's fight this one together. I'm no warrior myself, but I can still... We should take them down as quickly as possible and...
Clouds high. The birds call.
Rest and rebuild!
Into the wind.
The king is overthrown. Only the pawns remain.
Hey! You can't run! Well,
Hold the line.
This was well done! Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
the wind knows it.
Well, I miscalculated.
Torn, bring refuge!
Cook this through.
Excellent work.
All thanks to your genius.
Actually, even the best tactics live or die on the strength of those. Winning a battle takes a concerted effort from everyone involved.
Now that you mention it, Paimon did make a pretty big gun. Hey!
I must admit, I wasn't expecting to find the Fatui laying low. What's their objective? Are the soldiers right? Let's scour the camp for evidence. If the
All right, time to... So these are the Fatui food supplies? They look a little past their best. Is this... Whoa! This place is chock full of bomb-making materials! Hey, look here! Could these belong to the merchant? Kokomi! Kokomi!
zoned out for a moment. Let's see here. Yes, these are the stolen goods, all right. Food, medicine, farming tools, all essential for post-war recovery. And he was probably, by contrast, it's doubtful that the Tenryou Commission has any need of these items. So the idea that he was, in all likelihood, he's just an opportunistic merchant. Nothing quite as scandalous as Matsuda and
He's hardly a saint, though, right? How could he We're not just gonna give them back to him.
Don't worry. I had already in my recently issued post-war temporary decree, I included restrictions on the prices of essential everyday goods. These items will ultimately reach the people at a... If he had taken the time to read the decree...
Kokomi, you think of it!
I wish that were true. Take this alleged collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the The low energy doesn't exactly help.
Huh?
Nothing. Come on. Let's take the... It's not long now until the victory feast. It'll be a...
Got it! First we mend the
This is not the end.
My goods! You got them back. Thank you, Your Excellency. You see, I told...
I'm not so sure.
Based on the information we gathered from the had it been the case, then knowing how the Fatui operates...
But...
No ifs, no buts. We've recovered the goods. As agreed.
Apologies.
Guess we got carried away.
What did I tell you? You army numbskulls don't have a clue. All brawn and no brains coming to me with your crazy conspiracies. Lay off me next time, got it?
Sir, I'm afraid you're getting ahead of yourself. You may be innocent of the accusations originally leveled at you, but hoarding essential goods is a crime under the temporary decree. You must bear the consequences. You have already admitted to being the owner of these goods, so we are obliged to respond with appropriate measures.
Wait, Your Excellency, whose side are you on?
I have no business taking sides. As the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, I abide by the principle of clear, just as merit must be recognized, mistakes.
Wait a minute,
Well, don't just stand there. Take him away.
Your Excellency, he says all the goods belong to him, but it doesn't add up. Those of a Tenryou Commission emblem are probably his, but not the rest. Especially these ones. They're clearly for shrine use.
It seems the Fatui symbol... I know, that's a lot to ask.
Not at all, Your Excellency. We're on it. But if I may, Your Excellency, maybe there were no signs of collusion in this case. But I know the peace talks are coming.
I understand your concern. I'm going to take these items back to the Sangonomiya shrine. Watatsumi Island... It's been a long time since I last came to this village. There's been a lot to deal with recently. Next time you visit, I'll take you to visit Watatsumi Island's old shrine. You know, the earliest shrine on Watatsumi Island was not located in Sangonomiya. It was close to the Statue of the Seven. Back then, the people of this island recognized the Shogun's existence, despite not venerating her as... But after she struck down our protector deity, the shrine was abandoned. Relations between Watatsumi Island and the shogunate have soured ever since. I've been hoping to raise all this at the peace talks and discuss it properly. Grievances have to be let go eventually.
Your Excellency, what brings you out this way on your busy schedule? Oh my, you're looking a little worse for wear. You need to take better care of yourself, okay?
Thanks for your...
Your Excellency, I beg you, heed a word of advice. After all this time fighting the Shogun, if we reconcile with them, the god who once protected...
Come on, that's ancient history. Besides, the fighting is barely over. We should be grateful to be at peace.
I know, it's just... we should remain strong.
I appreciate your concerns. I will consider the options carefully.
Wonderful.
Your Excellency? Well, I'll be... fancy meeting you at a place... do you know, my daughter's enrolled herself in the Shrine Maiden selection process this year. If she makes it into Sangonomiya, I'll be one very happy mother. You're a kind... I'm always telling my daughter that if she gets the chance to learn from... I mean, just look at her Excellency, still so young, but so mature.
Well, if she comes to Sangonomiya...
Your Excellency. Boy, am I glad you're here. As you know, agricultural output has taken a pretty big hit this year. Let me bring you up to speed on the latest situation.
Oh, Your Excellency, isn't this the captain of Sword?
Your Excellency!
Please, remain calm, everyone. Though, for the longer ones, I'd prefer it if you could write a report and submit it to the shrine. Then I can respond to each one Are you alright? This kind of thing is water.
Your Excellency, here you are. There's been a situation. We're still waiting on the delivery of a whole batch of ceremonial items.
Oh, we retrieved the...
Really? That's fantastic. I sorted through all the petitions received recently and also, according to the schedule, you're just in time for your meeting today on the development of the textiles industry.
That's today?
Yes, the two young ladies have arrived.
I see. I was hoping... Oh, let's rendezvous tomorrow at the entrance to Sangonomiya Shrine.
Yay! The victory feast!
That's the name of the game.
Great! See you tomorrow! Kokomi isn't here yet. That's weird. She doesn't... How is she still not here? Let's go ask that soldier over there.
Are you looking for Her Excellency? I'm afraid she isn't here at the moment. I don't know where...
So strange.
Not necessarily. If I recall correctly, Her Excellency has made special provisions... let me see. Yes, number 98. Should a visitor from afar come to see me, and should my whereabouts be... The footnote stipulates that this only applies when Her Excellency has made no... As far as I'm concerned, you two tick all of the boxes.
Kokomi really does think of everything. All right.
Into the wind.
like we keep heading deeper into the middle of nowhere. Hey, doesn't that tree look like the one she described in the directive? It looks like there's a way in. Kokomi! So this is where you ran off to. We were gonna meet up and get things ready.
It's you. I apologize.
You got sick? We'll go find a doctor.
No. It's nothing like that.
You run on energy?
No, it's just a figure of speech. I'm ashamed to admit it, but you noticed? I guess I haven't quite mastered the To be honest, I'm not really cut out to be a leader. At first, my dream was to read up on militaries constantly communicating with people, trying to retain their morale, having to read between the lines, making sure everyone gets the recognition they deserve. You're somehow supposed to make people feel wonder, but because of my bloodline, I was always going to end up being the divine priestess, sooner or later. So, whenever I feel overwhelmed, don't worry, it doesn't affect my work. I have to make a speech tonight, and I must...
Is there anything we can do to...
I should be feeling energized again soon if I hold off on work for a little longer. If only there was some way I could listen to a good read on... I was reading a book last time I was here, but...
We'll find it and then we'll read it out to you.
You do that for me? I'm really lucky you came back to Watatsumi Island.
Whoa, look at all these petitions. So does Kokomi make time to deal with the Sangonomiya events cash flow statement? Consolidated annual... This is a lot of work for one person. And... Hey, look! Could this be the book she wanted? Swordfish Captain came back today. Energy +4.
That's just, Give it here!
Guess that was the... It's gotta be this one. Look, there's even a bookmark. None of the other... Ooh, it's pretty dead. Well, let's take... Kokomi! Is this the book you want?
I'm not sure, actually.
Kokomi? Oh no! She's found tonight's the victory feast. Not to mention you sure. She does look pretty exhausted.
Avoid disaster. The war's over. Did you see?
Yep, you've been out for ages. It's nearly...
I can't believe... I haven't slept that peacefully in so long. That's gotta be 3 whole energy points right there. Should be enough to see. Thank you. Well, we better get ourselves...
Woohoo! Kokomi's...
It looks like everything's in place for the feast. But I still...
Oh, how much energy will...
Don't worry, I've got plenty. Thanks to you two, I recovered...
That's great!
Welcome, everyone! Today is the day that recently, our war with the Shogun's army came to an end, and we finally, none of us can know what the Inazuma of the future will. Thank you all for your valiant efforts throughout. This feast is held in honor of each and every one of you. Tonight seems to have gone off without a hitch. People tend to be more open when they're in a good mood. I still have no further leads regarding the issue, and I'm concerned that something might
Okay, sure.
Watatsumi Island is finally at peace. Recently, well, the biggest thing for us is that we can find. During the hostilities, the open sea was full of warships. We just had to make do with what little fish and shrimp we could get our hands on. When the catch wasn't good, we'd all go hungry. The poor kids were crying. We'd go to bed ravenous and be. I hear you're captain of.
Oh!
Come on, take it.
Okay, well.
Hey there! Care for some fruit and vegetables? Nature's remedy when you overdo. Are you referring to the thing about the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui? It's funny you should say that the soldiers seem excitable, though. I've had the same. He's been acting strange these days. Always. It's a miracle the fighting has finally come. Sorry, I'm.
Sounds promising. This guy smells of.
Huh? Wait, don't tell me. You actually came back. I thought.
Nuh-uh! We would never run from a fight.
Is that so? All anyone talks about these days is peace and stability. Do you remember what the most important thing is to the Resistance? You got that right. So I'm gonna put you to the test. Time to see if you truly are a bone of. I'll answer your questions, but only if you can beat me in a duel.
Ugh, this guy. Would it kill him to just have. What do you think? Are we gonna do this?
We'll see about. You're a strong fighter. No wonder Her Excellency chose. You really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe you can Captain, comrade, will you join us? We made it up. The story about the Tenryou Commission colluding with the Fatui.
What? Poor Kokomi's been worried sick. What the heck were you thinking? This could send you right back into war with the Tenryou Commission.
Yes, that's exactly what we're hoping to achieve. Peace talks? Everyone's been drawn in by the idea. That's why the future of Watatsumi Island is at stake. What's to stop the Tenryou Commission from stabbing us in the back? And what's to stop the Raiden Shogun from issuing another Vision Hunt decree? We are the Resistance. Everything hinges on our warrior's will. We can't trust the Tenryou Commission or the Raiden Shogun. But we can put... Surely you agree with that?
His point does kinda make sense. But yeah. Everything you said just now. Are you seriously willing to make up a wild rumor and ruin the peace everyone's worked so hard for? All because of some imaginary situation that may not even happen?
Don't take that tone with me, acting like you're above all of this. What would you understand? For the sake of victory, we embodied the warrior's will to the fullest. You understand? We were all in. Now they're suddenly trying to tell us that you'd have me just put down my weapon and start living like an ordinary person. Every time I see them there in my mind's eye, it reminds me that I can never forgive the Tenryou I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever. Go ahead and tell Sangonomiya if you want.
Too late? Darn. What are we gonna do? This is... We found out the whole thing about the Tenryo Commission. They wanted the peace talks to break.
I see. I'm fine. Don't worry. This is my fault. If only I think I understand what Kozen. The talks don't begin until tomorrow. I highly suspect that one of Kozen's
Well, that's no good.
That won't work. Firstly, that it would almost certainly push the not to mention that we have no idea.
Sounds like a really trick.
Don't let it worry you. What's done? These soldiers crossed the line. Let's meet here again tomorrow. Well, here. These are some directives I wrote last night. These negotiations are complex. I took the liberty of writing them all down.
Whoa. Let's see. Fierce dispute, violent escalation. Wow. There are so many.
Glad to hear it. These peace talk, but any amount of dissatisfaction within as the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island. Excellent. It's been a while, Kujo-Sara. I believe the last time we met...
Yes, where you dealt my forces quite the devastating... But before we go any further, what are you doing here?
That's right. He's here to bear witness to the He experienced the war between us firsthand, and has made an enormous contribution towards security.
Seems reasonable. Then let's get... The first item is the Maritime Administration issue. During wartime, we restricted fishing rights for Watatsumi vessels. We intend to remove these restrictions. But going forward, any of your vessels that fish in our waters will have to pay taxes in accordance with...
That's fine. But if they're paying taxes, they should also be entitled to protection from the Tenryo Commission while in your... Any losses they sustain due to issues of public security will need to be compensated by the Tenryo Commission.
Accepted. Let's add that to the peace treaty. I can assure you that your vessels will be quite safe.
Negotiations seem to be good.
The next item has to do with the movement of people and military. In the past, our people have been subjected to lengthy interrogations on arrival, and economic cooperation between our islands has suffered greatly as a consequence. Few merchants are now willing to engage in inter-island commerce. Since the war is now over, I propose that we have the Yashiro Commission appoint a business council to
The problem there is that trade is a reciprocal affair. We'll need to involve merchants.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Watatsumi Island facing severe shortages of many essential goods at the moment? Having the Yashiro Commission...
True, we're experiencing some shortages, but we will recover in due course. Between the not to mention that your proposal would require separate talks with the Kamisato.
Let's leave that aside for now, then. On to the military question. Watatsumi Island's forces...
That just isn't feasible. Not in the short term, it would...
With all due respect, feasibility doesn't come into it. The Tenryou Commission alone has ultimate responsibility for Inazuma's national security. We cannot allow Watatsumi...
You Kujo scum! Colluding with the Fatui isn't low enough for you already. Comrades, never trust the Kujo! Let's get them!
Protect Madame Kujo!
Number 16. No, wait. 67? Or is it 73? Which one is it? Kokomi! Which scenario number is this in the directive?
The last one. But hold off for the moment. Stand down, Tadakatsu! The situation has changed. Rest assured, I am fully aware of your concerns. But I will deal with the situation from here. Madam Kujo, this is rather serious.
Excuse me for a moment. Nobody makes another move and you two, here, now! Speak! Collusion with the Fatui? Is
I wouldn't exactly call it collusion as such.
We were approached by a few Fatui. At the time, I felt like we could give it a try.
But we were extremely careful. We didn't agree to anything. We just said they could maybe start by heading to Watatsumi Island and... With respect, ma'am, there was no collusion. It was just a one-off conversation.
That's enough. When we return, might I remind you that this is the Fatui? Have you completely forgotten what you should be having no interaction with them whatsoever?
The Fatui's main forces have already left Inazuma. The few who approached us seemed like they wanted to settle us.
Oh, her subordinates. So they're out for revenge. They want to One day, I will hunt them down. Every last one. We bear responsibility for this. My sincere apologies. I have my own negligence to blame for this state.
But of course, Madam Kujo. For the time being, however, there is evidently some discord within the Tenryou Commission's ranks. I would therefore not feel comfortable.
It seems that I must act. I will lay this issue aside for now. But we shall revisit. As for the trade issues we raised, I will discuss options with the Yashiro Commission.
Seems like Kujo-sara's on the defensive now. These negotiations should be...
I never knew the grand strategist of Watatsumi Island was a skilled negotiator. I hope that when we meet again, we can continue these. I think we can leave things there for today. Once I get back, I will conduct a thorough investigation into the...
I should inform you that we took out a Fatui camp recently. I recommend you say and do nothing on the matter for the time being.
I will bear this in mind. I shall take my leave now. Until we meet again.
Your Excellency,
Let's discuss it after we get back.
Your Excellency, you knew?
I have already been informed on the reasons for... You believe the Tenryou Commission to be untrustworthy and sought to sabotage the peace talks and reignite the war. Fortunately, the end result exposed and thwarted a secret Tenryou Commission plot. Yet, this was purely incidental.
But Your Excellency, so many comrades have sacrificed themselves in the line of duty. I want to keep fighting. I want ultimate victory.
I understand your sentiments, But you cannot simply impose your will and expect others. During the war, there were highs and there were lows. And in the end, there was a glorious victory. For you, perhaps, but you saw nothing of the countless others who will remember the war quite. Watatsumi Island's people yearn for peace because they have long since given all they had to the war effort. They are tired of treading water and don't need you dragging them back. I understand, I do. And the fault is not yours alone. It was largely an oversight on my part. I taught you to nurture a warrior's will.
It's not your fault, Your Excellency. It was ours. Our selfishness. Either way, we are ready to accept sentencing under martial...
Very well. Then I hereby declare... that as of today, I am founding a new secret corps of the army. This division will be responsible for keeping Watatsumi Island safe and secure, neutralizing any and all threats to the peace of our island. You and your comrades will all be welcome to join, but be warned, the training will be grueling. Perseverance and grit will be in high demand.
Your Excellency, what are you saying?
I have concluded from today's peace talks that the Kujo clan cannot achieve absolute peace and stability in the near future. Many seek peace, but there are still those who pursue war. It is right that Watatsumi Island moves towards peace, but we must still retain a defensive capacity. Those whose warrior's will is alive and well. I don't want to hear from any of you again until all of you can take on 2 shogunate samurai at a time.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
All right, dismissed. Go and report to General Goro, and if there is, there will be no more leniency from me, whatever reasons you may have.
Yes, ma'am. From now on, we will focus on... Thank you for this opportunity, Your Excellency.
I think that's finally everything in hand. I can feel my energy levels starting to drop. Thank you for everything. With your help, peace recovering. Slow today was a reminder that I don't cope well in situations with lots of people. I think I might get Goro to handle the negotiations next time. Do you think so? To be honest, I'm still a long way off. In the past, I was concerned, but I realize now that wasn't going far enough. I have a long way to go. In short, I've still got some maturing to do. Could you stay here